Dr. Susan Trung has been caring for patients as an eye doctor for 20 plus years. She literally helps people to see 20/20. So she knows a thing or two about sight and vision. Sight is a function of your eyes, while vision is a function of your heart. In August 2014, when she lost a younger brother to cancer only 9 days after his diagnosis, she pivoted. Today, as a visionary strategist, she is passionate about inspiring all of you to live beyond 20/20 vision. Don't just merely exist. Wake up and truly live right here and right now. And now, your host, Dr. Susan Trung.
Hello, everyone. It's Dr. Susan Trung at Beyond Your 20/20 Vision. Are you the CEO of your life? I'm going to ask you that again. I want you to really carefully hear me. Are you the CEO of your life? What does that mean? We know what the CEO of a company does, but the CEO of your life, are you in charge? Are you in charge of your life at home, at work? Are you in the driver's seat? Or is it somebody else or something else? These past few weeks, I've had some patients come in, and yeah, they're coming in. I'm an eye doctor, right? They're coming in for their routine eye exam, and they're needing some new glasses, new contacts, whatever their situation may be. It's time for their annual visit with me. But oftentimes, it becomes more than just a routine eye examination, which I'm very blessed with that, because my patients feel comfortable, they trust me, and the conversation moves on, and it ends up being life coaching, business coaching. And it made me thought about, you know what do I want to talk about this time around when we meet again on this podcast today? Being the CEO of your life. Because I've had some patients this week where they come in and they're like stressed out about all kinds of craziness, whether it's marriage problems and money and work or finding work. It's just like their world's just gonna blow up. And I just tell them, you just got to take a moment and you've got to ask, who's in charge here? Not everybody likes being the driver. Some are fine being the passenger. But in the vehicle, I like being the driver. I like being in control. I like being in charge. How fast I'm going, how slow I'm going, et cetera, et cetera. And for those of us who have this type A, I'm in control personality, it's very challenging to be a passenger. When we're driving anywhere, I mean, obviously, if I'm alone, I'm driving. But if it's with my husband, he prefers to be the driver. And that is not easy for me because I have a tendency to be a backseat driver. So I have learned just to not say too much and just let him drive his own way, his own style. But being the CEO of your life is similarly, right? You got to ask yourself, am I in the driver's seat of my life? Am I in charge? Am I in control here? Am I determining my own destination? Or is it my boss, my spouse, my partner, the kids, the pets in the house? Who's in charge? I would like to think, and I would like to believe that for most of us, if not all of us, we like to be the one calling the shots. So if you're not the CEO of your life, or you feel like you're not, that you're losing control or haven't had control for a while, my question to you is, what are you going to do about it? With this whole pandemic that we've been in 5 months now, for most of us, it's especially in the US here, we started the lockdown, the quarantine in March, mid-March. So the last 5 months, you've had a lot of time to really think about things and to ask. And I hope that you're asking yourself, and I want you to ask yourself, what is my life going to be like when I get out? Okay, when I get out this pandemic, what do I want it to be like? I want you to ask yourself this question. What do I want for the rest of my life? What do I truly want? What is the vision of that ideal life? Whether it's in the work front, in the home front, this is the time that you have some time. Many of us have some time, a little more time than before, to really think and reevaluate life. You determine which direction you want to go. Again, life at home, personal life, professional life. You determine, you have that. It is possible. And if you're not sure how to go about doing it, then look for help, ask for help. Don't be afraid. It's nothing to be ashamed of going to look for help, going to ask for help, whether it's a close friend, a colleague, a life coach like me. Just reach out. Because if not, then what are you doing? Are you just settling? I call it settling for what? A life of mediocrity? Nothing wrong with that. I often say it's neither good nor bad. It's just different lifestyle for different folks. When it comes to life in general, you're either going to be, you're going to consider yourself, am I a leader or am I a follower? Again, it's neither good nor bad. It's just different. I don't want you, some of you out there to think, oh, what, you're being judgy and you're thinking I'm a follower. I don't want to be in control. I'm fine clocking in, clocking out for somebody else that, I'm not good enough for you. No, do not have that mindset. Do not think like that. This is not about me. This is all about you. You have to do what is comfortable for you. You have to do, let me not use that word comfortable. You have to do what you feel defines the best life that you can have, that you want. And if how life is presently, the status quo, again, life in the home front, life in the work front, you're cool with that. Great. Fantastic. For some of you, you have always wanted something more, then take actions. Do something about it. All that bitching, moaning, and groaning, that's not gonna get you anywhere. Do something about it. Take that first step. If you're not sure as to what does that first step entail, again, reach out. Reach out for help. Reach out to a life coach. Reach out to a friend. Reach out to a family member, somebody you can trust, somebody you can feel that's not going to be so judgy. So too many of us are afraid of, well, if I tell so and so, they're going to be judgmental. Then don't go to that person. Go to somebody else. Go to somebody who is who you feel could be non-biased. Who's going to tell you like it is? Somebody like me. I've got no problem telling you like it is. And I like people telling me like it is. I want you to be truthful. Don't sugarcoat anything. The truth hurts. What is it that you need? You need the truth so that you can figure out how to take charge of your life. My husband and I, he's not in charge of my life. We're partners. We discuss things. We have differences of opinions. He's not here to control me. I'm not there to control him. We work together. It's a partnership. It's a partnership at home. At work, we're partnering, right? It's a partnership with our boss, our coworkers. Some of you may be listening to me and go, yeah, right. Like it's such a partnership. It's just my boss says, do this, and I do it. Yes, to some degree, there is your boss leads, right? That person's the leader. And they're going to, you don't work for that person, right? It's always about working with that person. It's working together. And again, my question to you is, are you in charge of all aspects of your life now? Work front, home front, fitness, finance, family. Your faith is first and foremost. Do you have that in order? Are you like got that under control? And if you don't, what is it that you want to change? Do you want to change? When do you get to the point where you tell yourself, I am so sick and tired of the same old, it's not getting me anywhere. And it is just time for me to just take charge, to say enough. I'm going to be in the driver's seat here. It's easy to be comfortable. Comfortable equals complacency. Comfortable keeps us in a bubble. Again, some of you may be okay with that. But for some of you, that's not so okay. You haven't been content. You haven't been happy. It hasn't feel like it's been a life of fulfillment, a life of purpose. Then it's time to burst that bubble and say, hey, time for me to truly take charge. I will tell you, in my instant, in my case, I've always known for probably my late teens, early 20s, always known that I don't make a good follower. I like being the leader. I like being in charge. I like being in control. I like to think that I have that in most areas of my life. I mean, some areas no, but it's about in some areas where I don't have total control. It's about me working with whatever the situation is or the people involved and making it work. As cliche as it sounds, it's got to be, yes, a win-win for parties involved. Most of the time, it's two parties. Sometimes it's more. But I just have known for the longest time that I like to call the shots. I really do. I don't do well with somebody else telling me what to do, when to come, when to go. This is why I am an entrepreneur also. I'm a business owner. Not only am I an eye doctor, but I own my practice. I work when I want to work. I want to take some time off. I can take some time off. I'm very blessed with that. And it allows you to have, yes, that freedom of time, financial freedom, freedom for family, whatever kind of freedom you're looking for. But you got to know that in order for that to occur in your life, for you to do whatever you want, you've got to take charge. So my question to you is, when is that going to occur? If now is not the best time, then when? Because if you decide not to take action to change whatever, and you constantly, I mean, I've had some patients where, yes, I will be kind and give them a little more of my time beyond being an eye doctor. I mean, certainly I've got other patients waiting out in the waiting room. I hear them constantly, they'll come in and they're moaning and groaning about, my marriage is this and my relationships, and it's just like, and this job that I have, it's a dead-end job. Well, that's wonderful. Not only am I going to listen to you, but I will coach you. I'm sorry, it's just in my nature. You know what? You may not like to hear what I have to tell you, but I'm going to get in your face like right now, and I'm going to tell you, okay, you're not happy. You're freaking miserable. What are you going to do about it? Okay, let's start in the home front. So you and your spouse, you've been fighting for years. I've been taking care of you for years as your eye doctor, and I've been hearing the same thing over and over. Why are you like a dog chasing its tail? What are you going to do about it? I mean, it's very simple. It's either Go get some counseling, marriage counseling, group therapy. Do you want to make it work? Or if not, somebody go do the paperwork. You, your partner, go do divorce papers and sign it. It's just, you got to call the shots here. You make it happen. If not, then if you're going to live like this and you're going to suffer like this, well, you know what? You have no one but to blame but yourself. So quit bitching. Then the home front, you're tired of your boss, your work is boring, it's not exciting, there's no opportunities to advance yourself. Okay, well, are you looking for other opportunities? What's out there? Are you networking? Are you letting others know that you have interest in changing occupation, changing your work front? What? Yeah, it's like, come on, do something about it. So if you don't know where to start, just ask for help. You want me to help you? I'll help you. But I'm just telling you, I'm hearing the same thing over and over, year after year. And again, you know you have no one to blame but yourself. Okay, it's not your spouse's fault, your partner's fault, it's not your boss's fault, it's not, you know, the universe's fault. You believe it or not, you have control. But I guess some people, you just got to get to this point where you're just sick and tired of it and say, enough is enough. Until you get to that point, it's like, okay, same old, same old. So again, my question for you, I want you to really ponder this, is as before you know it, this year is going to be over and we move into 2021, and we can all hope and pray it's going to be better, healthier, and this whole pandemic will just start to improve. The numbers will just there'll be less and less cases, and us and in the US and the world as a whole is just going to move to a better, healthier, hopefully nicer, kinder world. So as we move to that, you got to ask yourself, what do you want for the rest of your life? What do you want? What do you want in your personal life? What do you want in your work life, your professional life? What do you truly, truly want? You got to really think about that. Okay, you know you want it. How badly do you want it? You want it badly enough, you do something about it. And if it doesn't mean that much, then you're just like, yeah, okay, I'm cool with what I have. And with that, answering the question of what do I truly want for the rest of my life, then the next question is, what is it going to take? Well, certainly it's going to take you taking charge of your life. It's going to take you deciding to be the CEO of your life and not let somebody else or something else. Don't play the victim card. Don't blame it on so-and-so. It's all on you. It's all on you. So take charge. Just decide to take charge now. Just say, I am tired of all of this. And it's time for me to live my life for me, not for my kids, not for my partner, not for my parents. It's going to be all about me now. It's going to be about the most important person in the universe, and that's the person in the mirror. You. It's not being selfish. It's about taking care of you the best that you can. And when you decide that you're going to be the CEO, take care of yourself best, be in control, and direct your life the way you want it, then you're going to be a much happier camper. And you're going to be the best you that you can be for yourself and for all of those around you. Your loved ones, your coworkers, whoever that you come into contact with. I hope I've given you a lot to think about today. And I'm going to tell you, it's interesting. I'm sitting here sharing this with you, and my husband will tell you, we're empty nesters at home. It's me and my husband and our 2 Yorkies. And if you ask him who's in charge in this household, who's the CEO, of this household, he'll tell you it's my two boys, our two boys, our two fur babies, our two little cutie Yorkies. But maybe they are. But you know what? That's because I allowed them to be. So just always remember, nobody can affect your life or run your life unless you let them. So I implore with you, you be the CEO of your life. This is Dr. Susan Truong at Beyond 2020 Vision, inspiring you to live beyond 2020, because as an eye doctor, 2020 in our eye world means perfect, but we know perfect does not stop there, because there is something even better and of greater perfection than 2020. Until next time, take care.